everybody, it's Handmade by Shirley. Welcome back to my channel. I've come on to use my Art by Marlene paper elements that I had lost I hadn't lost them, I'd put them away somewhere safe. And I thought I'd come on and just make a sort of shaped card using one of the, well, two of the elements probably. I might use one. But what I've done is I've backed this onto some other card, just so it's a bit more rigid. I've also taken some of the florals, stars and hearts from some of the other pages. So all I did was I drew around a piece of card, cut it, stuck it onto there, and that was what I thought. But then I thought, no, I won't be able to do it like that because obviously of the bit when you do it back to front, you can't do it like that. So what I've decided is I'm going to just make it a card. I'm going to join these two pieces together, and when you open it there'll be another face, but on the front I'm just going to put some extra bits and pieces, and I might do something that just brings it out to the side as well. So this was a pad I got a wee while ago, Art by Marlene, from Studio Light, and it's a 70-page paper elements, so it's got 1,000 plus, it says, die cuts on it. And I got to liking the Art by Marlene sort of designs because I'd seen them before, but I wasn't really that taken with them. I thought they were really in your face. I mean, they are really quite in your face, but they're nice too, in a good way. When I did last year, I did the Art by Marlene Advent Calendar, and I really got to liking that, and I've got to actually finish off my book, my journal that I made, because now I've got all these other elements and I can finish that off completely. And who knows, I might do it again this year. I don't know. So anyway, as I say, you get all these pre-cut pages. There are loads of them, and they're just so bright, but they're really nice. So these are all pre-cut. So it means you can just add them to whatever projects you want to. I also have this collage paper, so I've used some of it but not all of it, so that's very bright as well, which is lovely. And I decorated, I've not finished yet, I'm going to decorate this box a bit more. It was an old Stampin' Up kit, so I've decorated a bit of it, and I've put Art by Marlene, and there's a few bits in this. There's just some, so I've put a bit of the collage paper on the bottom, and when I ordered this pad, I got also these tags with it as well. So I've got some tags there that I haven't finished, and I've got some tags that I did at an earlier point. So yeah, so they really are nice, and I've added like things like glossy accents to them. So that's going to be my Art by Marlene box, and I will finish decorating it at some point, because I'm going to try and keep all my projects in sort of more of a organised way, she says. Right, so I've done that now, so I think I'm just going to glue this other one on to the front of here. And I've got my new lighting. My husband sometimes edits some of my videos because I'm not very good at it, but sometimes I do my own, and a lot of the time it's probably him that does it, which is great of him. He's really good at these sorts of things. I am not. I do not see certain things. I only see things a certain way, let's just see. So he's going, your lighting's not very good. You really need to get your lighting sorted. So I've had various lights throughout my time of being on YouTube. Ones that are quite bright, LED ones, but usually they're ones that are plug-ins or USB type. Sometimes they're not, sometimes they're just ones you charge up and then see how long it will go for. So I have now got the most massive lights at either side of this desk. And I thought, oh no, I don't want them. They're huge. They look like they're bigger than A4. They look like computer screens at either side of this desk because now that I've got this new desk set up, I've got two sort of smaller desks at the side, and he's decided that he's going to clip these on. And actually, I was not sold on them at first. I thought, oh no, they're going to be awful. They're going to be too bright. It's going to be far too big. I don't want them. But actually now, I really quite like them. So I'm quite happy. Right, so anyway, that's those two bits glued together. Now I had bent over this piece here because I thought if I glued those together, that would make the back of the card to stand. So just going over a little bit with that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop some glue onto these two bits I've just folded over, and that should make the back of my card. So what I'll do is I'll just pop these on top, try and get them exactly together as much as possible. Oh, she says. Just give that a few seconds to take, because I mean there is some bits here that's not quite on properly, but let's see if it's going to stand. If I open it now, it should do. Yep, so that's going to stand as a card, shaped card. So I've got, as I say, I've got some of these elements that I took out the book, which are pre-cut. And I just thought I was going to layer it up a little bit. I mean, obviously they're not all going to be the same colour, or I just wanted to make a bit of a sort of redesign on the front. I can add some foam tape to it when I find it. Actually, it's over there. So I'll just put a couple of these on, as I say, flat on top of the already there images. And then I will add a little bit of height to the rest. I'm just going to pop that up there, like that. And let's put one of these on here, like that. There we go. Oh, I found another flower. And what I'll do is I'll bring some of these elements back in, and maybe we can just extend slightly to the sides. So pop that to there. So let's see what we could maybe pop in. Now, there is these bits here, but I probably would need to put them onto something as well. Let's just take one of these out. They're quite, because they're not on actual card, they're quite flimsy, but that's so that you can stick them onto other projects. So I thought if I kind of popped something on there and elongated the piece, let me just see, I've got various bits in my bin there that I could add and then cut round. Could add, that's not that wide though. Let's see if we've got something a bit bigger and wider that could. There's so many things to choose from, I just can't decide. I should have probably looked at this as well. There is that woman's head, this head in a smaller version there and there. So let's see, there's so many to choose from. But I do like them. At first I wasn't wasn't set on them at all. I was like, I'm not sure they're my cup of tea, but I actually quite like the bold colours, and the drawings are fabulous. So Marlene designs all these. Well, there's a cat. Look at that one. Let's see if we can add the cat on. It's a pink cat with flowery tiara type headdress. So if I pop that onto there, I'll pop back in a minute. Right, so I've cut these two out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop them on each side, and that'll just give it a wee extension. So I'm just going to pop. So all I did was pop it onto some card, and this will give a wee bit of an extension onto the side here, like that. Just to give it a wee bit more interest as well. So let's just see if I can get that to stick properly on. Put glue. I didn't put glue on there, that's why it's not sticking. Silly me. There we go. And now I've got glue on bits. Oh, glue on bits I don't really need. Yeah, that's fine. I can maybe try. I should have maybe pushed that up slightly. That's fine. And we might just put the tail onto that flower there. Just hold that in place. And then I've got another side, which I thought I'd put the other cat on. Sorry, my voice is still a bit croaky, but I am definitely much better from that horrible, nasty virus. Hope nobody gets it. It's not nice. Right, so let's just see. I'm thinking I probably haven't put that cat at the right angle, but it just gives it an extra bit off something each side. Right, so now I'm going to just get my foam tape, and we're just going to pop some foam on the back of some of these pieces to make them all stand out a bit. So let's see, we've got this nice couple of flowers, which we could add on slightly raised. Oh, if I can get hold of it again. I'm going to go for that there, and then there's another sort of purple one here. I'm going to slightly raise. It's just about having fun with your, all the pieces that you get in your packs and things, because sometimes you just kind of use them as is, and that's fine, absolutely fine, and it's up to people to use them any way they like, because it's their piece of art, isn't it? But sometimes it's quite nice to do different things, isn't it? Not that this is particularly different, but just gives folk other ideas. Oh, come on. I might put one on the cat just there. There's a couple of smaller ones. Let's put them on as well. This is actually really nice crafting, because you don't have to think about it too much. You just kind of do it, and if you're pleased with what you've done, that's great. So there's also that sort of element to it, which is like, you don't think about it too much, you just do it, which is nice. sometimes nice to just come into your craft space and do that without thinking about too much about it, because I think if you then start thinking about things too much, I don't think that's so good. And that's what I think anyway. Right, here's a sort of doubler. I'm going to just split this one up. I'm going to put that onto there. So I've got two kind of extra bits of flour there. Stuff's sticking to me. Just cut that away, and then I'm going to stick that on top. I'm going to find the edge. This sticks to anything tape, has lasted me for ages. I've had that for about 2 years, and I will be needing to get another one soon, but as I say, it's about 2 years I must have had that, which I think is pretty good. There we go. Now, let's see if we can put some stars on as well. Some stars here. Don't want that showing though. Right, put one there. And we've got some hearts as well. I'm going to put some glossy accents, I think, on the top and some other bits as well. Come on. Let's put this on top of that one. Excuse me. Oh dear. I wonder if there's another sort of red flower I could pop on top of there, because that'd be quite nice, heightened as well. Right. Come on, sticky thing. Just put the other one there. Let's see if there's another sort of red flower. There must be something that could work. Hopefully, she says. There's a big red flower. That's not really what I'm looking for. Well, there's a rose actually. Let's get that red rose out, shall we? Or shall we get this one? There's this flower as well out of this pack. We could just pop onto there, and that would just heighten that one, and it would keep it red, but it's got blue now, I suppose, as well, but that's fine. And then come on. So just pop that over the top there. That's quite nice. Right, now I'm saying I'm going to put glossy accents on, but where are they? Where did I put them? Haha, she says. I did see them a minute ago. Where did I see them? Oh dear, dearie me. Like, let's see them, but maybe they weren't on this table. Maybe they were somewhere else. Oh dear. What I'll do is I'm going to use this Wink Stella pen. So when you get this, what you do is take that off the barrel, take that black thing off, and then screw it back on. And then prime it ready. give it a good old shake to get the glitter liquid to come down to the bottom. And then there's also a bit that says push. So if you push that, you can see that coming into the barrel now. And there we go. So let's just do some little bit of not too much glitter. But I'm going to do it on our eyes and our lips. That's probably got a bit much. And some onto the middle of some of these flowers there. That'll just dry clear. So don't worry about it. Should just dry clear, really. Will eventually. Just put a few wee bits onto here as well, and these wee bits I'll do. I'll just wipe that away and just get rid of those. And then I don't want to OTT overdo it, but that is sort of my card, and you can see that it's 3D and it does stand up, and when you open it up, obviously it opens up and there's another face, but you can easily still put a message in there. You could just put a bit on the bottom here for a little message, or you could just leave it and put the message onto the back. So we can just quickly finish off, I think, with some leaves and things. I don't want to go too OTT with it, but I just wanted to try something different with some of the stuff. So I'm just going to pop that leaf there. And then this flower is going to just go kind of up here somewhere. There's another bluey coloured sort of flower, and it's going to go, I think, just going to pop it onto there. And then there's a few other wee pieces, heart, which could go on the edge here beside the cat. And then I'm going to put this little star just up here on that area there. And that is just my sort of slightly shaped Art by Marlene card. Shaped card with Art by Marlene elements. So let me know your thoughts, and obviously I added some Wink Stella there just to give the eyes, you'll be able to see that in the light, the eyes and the lips and some of the centres of the flowers and the hearts and things. So it's just a different way of using these elements, and I think I'd be delighted if I got that as a card. I think that's just totally different. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Do let me know your thoughts as always. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and hype. And thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.